So, hey, we 55 minutes in. Hey, you with full-time Kev, you with Kevin Ewing Photo, you with the homie with the Sony.
Man,
and
bro.
This is Haven Conversations. And so I got my dog.
Yo, Purpose.
J Law, Purpose, Jermaine Williams.
Oh man.
We having a conversation about what, all things fatherhood, family, faith, all that good stuff.
Culture, all that.
So some people gotta exchange a favor to get a seat in here. Some people, they gotta pay to get a seat like this. I like what he's doing. He's getting it honest. He's raising a wife, a kid, like they doing it together. Yeah. But he's trying to grind and build into entrepreneurship to give time to not just your faith and your family, but it's like you got a purpose. You want to have impact outside of a 9 to 5.
Agreed.
And so I appreciate the question because I really we supposed to be having a convo.
This is a therapy session. It's a therapy session, bro.
We almost like an hour in, and I wanted to just get into really why we was here. So I we've done everything. We didn't have to try.
Yeah.
We were doing. We were being.
We were human beings, bro.
We were being.
Just being, bro.
And so I have questions, and we're gonna keep the convo flowing. But I wanted to just get that in.
Gotcha.
Because you gotta have energy to give to your wife. You gotta have some I'm gonna keep using the word energy just cause
that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's you almost I'll give my daughter analogies of if we're playing Street Fighter or Tekken or something, you got an energy bar.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a speeding ticket might be one of them things that takes
you out.
Your meter down.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might send you a whack text. You might get on social media and somebody has a opposing opinion of you. All these are
automatic
little
payment come out. You know what I'm saying?
Automatic
payment
it's rough when they take the bread at 3:18 in the morning and then you wake up to it. Wake up with your meter. So it's energy. At the end of the day, you want to give that time to your wife. And then we ain't even talk about the time you got to give to yourself.
You know what's wild, bro? As men, I hate to make it because everybody gonna try to kill. Yo, this is a woman thing too. But nah, men really we do that though, yo. I think I am last on my to-do list. A lot of time, most of the time, I'm last on my take time to myself kind of list, yo. That's kind of why I've been intentional with trying to map out early mornings, yo. Yeah. Early morning. And it sucks because I need rest, because I need energy. But in order for me to have some Jermaine time, yo.
You gotta be able to give to yourself.
I got it. It's an early thing.
I almost feel like it's a confidence thing too.
Facts.
If you don't give time to be your biggest fan, to be your best friend, cause don't nobody care about you like you do.
Facts. Facts.
You said you was going to jump in front of a train for your kid.
Yeah.
That don't mean somebody else is willing to do it for you.
This is very true. You're gonna
be like, yo, we just did the most amazing podcast. He let me speak. We promoted the book.
Facts,
we hung
bro.
out. It was the man cave, and no one's going to care at your house like you do. Your wife will.
Your wife
will be like, that's what's up, Jay.
Yeah.
You did your thing.
But if you mentally ain't celebrating yourself, none of that matters. None of that matters,
going to have to be the person that pumps you up and said, yo, I'm so happy I wrote this book. I wouldn't have had the conversation without the book. I'm so happy that I decided to show up. I'm so happy that I nurtured the relationship. I responded to text messages. There's a lot that got us here.
Pieces. A lot of
He's
moving
not
pieces.
here without signing up for the class.
Yeah.
He's not here without me saying, yo, I got a studio. We be doing some dope stuff outside of the college. So
it's a lot of moving pieces.
There's a lot of action that has to take place that we have to be a fan of, or it just goes away.
Facts.
Like, it
Facts.
Yeah.
There's
So
a divine hand in this, though. Like
Absolutely.
God is breathing this oxygen into you as men to help breathe it into your family.
That's literally the top. It ain't even just family. Like that's.
you can. I was gonna say you can.
Cool.
Yeah, you can.
So this is what am I now, yo? Husband, father, rapper, poet, youth leader, and now author of my book, Letters to My Younger Self, and that's pretty much what I want. Like it's. I lived like a crazy life, man. Like I would. My parents probably ain't gonna be happy, but I would say I was the problem child out of all of them. Out of the first three, I'll say the first three. I was the problem child, yo. So being where I'm at now, to your question, I can see his hand in everything, yo. Like even the stuff that I'm like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about you. Wasn't even thinking about you. You was using that for me, for right now, before I even paid attention to it. And like that gives me the confidence to just keep moving forward, man, with what I'm pursuing, man, which is I really just want to be a inspiration, use my scars as like caution signs. Hey, don't do this.
Yeah.
I did this. Don't do this. Or use me as your motivation. Like if he went through all that and he can still come out on the other side okay, you're gonna be okay too. And that's really the premise of the book, man.
All right, so we're gonna get into some questions. So, what was the exact moment you knew you had to write the book?
To be honest, it didn't even start out as a book. It didn't start out as a book. Got into what God meant, what the enemy meant for evil, God used for good, right? So I'm going through stuff, man, in my life. Wife was sick. Son kept getting sick, his newborn baby. Mother-in-law was having health issues. So I'm struggling at work. And, you know what I'm saying, 9 to 5, they don't really care. You're a person. I'm showing up late, I'm calling out because I'm dealing with other stuff. Got denied for FMLA, so they revoked my telework.
Okay.
So I'm in the office now 5 days a week by myself in an empty building. You know what I'm saying? My downtime, I'm just typing. I look up, probably about 10 days. 10 days, I think I had the first four chapters. My first 10 days of just being in the office, it's down. I pretty much just monitor payments, and I'm really good with numbers, so you give me a stack of contracts, I got to monitor I can have it done like that, especially with Excel. So I'm knocking out my work early, downtime, typing. What would I say to me? What would I say to my younger self? 4 chapters in, God, like, finish that.
Yeah, because you look up like, oh, how did that show up?
I
Like,
don't even,
how did I get
I'm
there?
like, I know there ain't nobody but the Holy Spirit because I ain't that good. I'm not that good. I'm not in a million years, yo. So, I don't know, man. And then bringing people on board to kind of reaffirm it. Like, my wife read the first 2 chapters and was like, babe, that's amazing. Just hearing that from somebody else other than you, because we always think our stuff is amazing, or we think it's good and we our hardest critic and we talk ourselves out.
I'm about to say, you know, I jumped up, moved stuff.
We've been in here for like 55 minutes just setting up. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, because I just was like, this is whack. This ain't good.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, and he's like, yo, I think I look good. I'm like,
yeah, bro.
You ain't lit well enough.
Oh,
like,
man, it's like Kevin on stage right now. But like, so like, I would usually talk myself out of it. My wife talked me into it. One of my other buddies, man, fourth quarter from A3G, talked me into it, and I just kept going, man. And I told you, God even shut off my music. Like, I had writer's block for like the 2 months that it took me to write the book. I couldn't get a song out, couldn't get a verse out, couldn't get a hook out.
Or did you understand you got to a point of understanding, like, okay, I get it. This is where I'm supposed to be. Because sometimes that'll happen with me.
I felt like that, but I can't lie, bro. Like, writing this, I see certain kids beyond just my kids, because I really wrote this with my children in in my mind. I wrote this with my kids. Like, yo, what would I tell the 13-year-old me?
Yeah.
I wrote this with my son, with my daughter, with my other 2 sons in mind. And it was just like, but now, 5 or 6 chapters in, I remember looking at this book and I could see certain kids from my church faces. Just like, yo, I don't want to let them down.
I think it helps you being in that space too.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have been able to get there without the experiences that you're having.
Yep,
there.
without seeing them. So music didn't even tug on me after a while. Especially once I decided I was like, I'm only doing 7 chapters. I'm halfway there. Keep going.
So what is the hardest hitting chapter or letter to write or or like what's the most liberating? Like, is there one that stands out?
The one that stands out to me is the one I'm still wrestling with, which is the last chapter.
Okay.
The last chapter is Yahweh over Yahweh. And it's a play, like I battle rap, so like it's a play on one of God's names. And I remember watching this sermon on YouTube, and a preacher broke it down. It was like, yo, you can say Yahweh. You say that when you breathe. It's one, I think it's like the only word, or one of the few words where you can say without using your tongue, without using a vowel. So you inhale, Yah, you exhale, way. And God just gave me that revelation because I was still struggling with like anxiety and exhaustion and panic. Like I was going through, like I said, while I'm writing this, wife still having health issues, son still getting sick every 2 weeks because the weather was cold. Mother-in-law was in search of a kidney. All like it was a lot. It was a lot going on, and I'm still writing this. And God is just like, breathe. You need to take time to breathe, bro. Like you doing all of this, and it's ironic. He gave it to me on the last chapter, bro. Like the last chapter. Like yo, you're done. Now I just need you to breathe, bro. Just rest, breathe. Nothing gonna fall apart, yo. When you take your hands off of it. Like and for me, writing that chapter and believing what I was writing was hard.
Dope.
That was hard.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, how are you now compared? Like, how different are you now compared to how you were when you started? Is there any difference between the two before you were an author and now that you are?
You know this more than anybody. I think I talked to you probably the most about it, which is why I'm happy you gave me this opportunity to have an interview. I don't know what it is, bro. Like the insecurity, it's almost like the insecurity increased once it was finished. Like the book has been out 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks now. I think it'll be 2 weeks Saturday. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. I'm 56 copies sold.
That's fire.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
lovely.
But look at me, like yo, look at me, bro. Like I feel like Nikola Jokic after he won the championship, bro. And it's just like I know I should be feeling how he felt when his horse won the race, but like I still struggle with insecurity. So even me telling people the book is out is hard, and I don't know why. Like I'm still praying with it, and I'm praying like I think God wants me to not have a big head about it, because that's what got me in trouble with battle rap. Like my head just got big.
Okay, yeah.
My head got big.
You almost like doing well and you forget like your foundation, or you forget, like you get lazy on certain stuff.
Not even so much get lazy. I don't like the person I am when I'm overly confident. So I actually appreciate the, I hate to say insecurity, but like that's the only word I can think of right now. I appreciate where I'm at with this, as far as like not being like this is the best book ever. And you know what I'm saying? This ain't nobody better than me. This is better than any book you ever read. Even though in the heart of my hearts, I do genuinely believe like, yo, this is an amazing book for any parent out there that's trying to understand their kid better, for any parent out there that is trying to look at a way like, can I illustrate, man, how to get them, bridge the gap like you've been saying all day, how to get them from where they are to where I believe they can be without it feeling like abuse.
Okay.
Because that's typically what it feels like to these kids. Nobody wakes up and be like, yo, I'ma just be a crappy person today. Kids don't think that. Like they don't they don't feel that way. The average kid, I would say, don't feel that way. But it's just like, yo, we miss it where, like, yo, give me some principles. Give me some guidelines. Give me some step-by-step type
something
of thing.
to work within, something to follow.
I'm not gonna go from A to Z over now. I was trying to think of like I'm not gonna go from Eric Snow to Allen Iverson overnight. It's just not realistic.
Yeah.
Giving them that space to be like, yo, it's comfortable to fail, because I failed. Like I talk about a lot in here. I talk about substance abuse. I talk about my divorce, my failed relationship with my two oldest kids' mom.
That's vulnerability.
My anger, my temper problem. I talk about all of that, man, so they can see, like, yo, we're not asking for perfection, yo, just try. Effort.
All right, so if you could go back to when you were writing the first few pages, is there any advice that you would give yourself?
That's a good one. Honestly, I would probably say no. I would really say no, because like I just now said,
it kind of came together.
The first 4 chapters, I don't even feel like I wrote those, bro. Like I feel like, yo, Jesus took the wheel. Like, I don't feel like I wrote none of that. After the introduction, where I told people what I was gonna be talking about, how I felt like the black sheep, I'm from a large family. Like I got 4 siblings. Like, we were a family of 7 all together. So like, my oldest brother, I joke about him in there. I love you, big bro. My oldest brother is as close to perfection as you can get as a kid, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know, whatever, man. So, and I'll never forget. And I wish I had put that story in there. I didn't put it in there. Actually, I think I might have did. I might have implied it. When I never forget, it was in middle school. I was going to Northeast. Shout out to Northeast. They ain't there no more. But I was going to Northeast Middle School. I was struggling, bro. Struggling. I had like C's, B's. Not bad, but like my brother went there, and my brother had he graduated with like a 4.2. Not exaggerating. 4.2 middle school. Genius. So when I got there, everybody like, oh, that's James' brother. Nah, bro, like I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm me. I like Greek mythology and Pokemon cards. I ain't 6'6", but like, so I got there. I never forget, man, I was struggling in this one class. I think it was social studies. I ended up getting a B. I remember walking home super happy, bro. Super happy. Super, super happy. Like, yo, I got an 88. I still remember the grade. That's crazy. I got an 88. My brother is like crying to my parents right now because his teacher gave him a 99. His teacher gave him a 99. She gave him a 99. She was wrong, so I get my brother was pissed. She gave him a 99 because she said she don't believe in perfection. But I'm like, yo, he got 100. He deserved 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that right there kind of like shaped how I behaved for probably the next 2-3 years. Like, man, I ain't worried about trying, man. Yeah. C's fine. C's and B's are fine. Yeah. And that shape stuff, man. So I talk about that in there. The need of trying to be perfect or living up to some standard. You got to care about you first.
Yeah.
You got to care about you. You got to set your standards for you and shaping your identity in who Christ says you are, man. And just build from that. It's less pressure that way.
Yeah.
Less pressure that way. It's more grace that way. It's more forgiving that way. And it flows. It just flows, bro.
Okay. All right. So we can't really tell your story without the battle rap aspect.
Yeah.
So what did battle rap teach you about confidence, storytelling, or handling pressure?
Man, first, shout out to Pit Fight. Shout out to Shaka Pitts, man. Shout out to Shaka Pitts, man. Everything, man. Like, everything. That's kind of what I was just not telling him. Like, in that season in my life, bro, which I look back now, like, yo, like, I don't want to
cringy.
I don't want to over spiritualize everything, okay. Yo, but it, like, yo, like, was I possessed? It almost looks demonic going back and watching some of this stuff. Like, yo, what space was I in, bro? Like, I was in a bad space at that time. Like, it's a battle with my homie O-Dub, and we was good friends. I loved O-Dub, bro. Like I love this dude, man. One of the few like white brothers in the battle rap space that I respect. I love him dearly, man. Shout out to O-Dub. We argued on my battle that's online, yo, for probably like 10 minutes. I was threatening him. I was cussing him out. You know what I'm saying? I was wilding because we had time stipulation. Yo, we said 60 seconds. Nah, bro, we said 2 minutes. I wrote 2 minutes. We ended up almost about to like squabble off of that, yo. But in that battle, I said, I do got bills and student loans, 2 little ones at home, a crazy baby moms, and a city on my back that ain't been hot since B Rich dropped 80 dimes. And like that encompasses where I was at that time, bro. When I say like I'm broke,
yeah, got the
broke.
kid, got the wild relationship,
2 kids, toxic relationship right now, yo, and I can take accountability for where I was mentally at that time. I had dropped out of school because I was battle rapping at Morgan. Like, shout out to Morgan State, man. Like, I wasn't going to class. Like, I wasn't going to class. There was a whole bunch of New York rappers at Morgan at that time. They would show up. We would cipher in the student center for hours. I would look up and be like, oh, shoot, man, I missed 4 classes. So I ended up getting kicked out of Morgan. Yo, I'm dead. I battled everybody at Morgan, that's yo, funny. For 06 and 07. Yeah. Everybody at Morgan. And, like, ended up getting kicked out of school. Afraid to tell my parents. Working at PetSmart, 2 kids. Like, jumping from house to house, messing with girls so I can jump from house to house because I lost my house in that Morgan. It was a bad time, yo. But, like, that hunger had me in a different space.
Okay.
A different space,
so, man. What would you say some of the skills are for, like, preparing, like, to speak and reach audiences today?
We talked about that when I did the 9s last year, bro. Like,
oh yeah, because I hit you up a little bit before.
With like,
yeah.
That to his point, like God had his hand on me. And that time in my life, God wasn't on my mind at all, bro. Wasn't on my mind in the slightest, bro. I had made up my mind, like, yo, once I got to college, my parents ain't here, I ain't going to church. I'm not going to church, not whatever. I went down a rabbit hole of Hebrew Israelites and 5%ers and Islam, and I went down a rabbit hole. Ended up just being like agnostic. So God wasn't on my mind, but in that season, I learned how to decipher metaphors and similes. I learned wordplay. I learned voice projection. I learned how to control a crowd on stage. I learned how to like voice inflection and conviction, like we was talking about earlier with a couple battle rappers that lacked. I learned how to just speak with passion. Mm-hmm. Fast forward 10 years. Fast forward 10 years from now, I'm a youth leader. And because of that, I can read parables in the Bible and understand it from a metaphorical standpoint. I can read a scripture, then give it to a kid in an illustration because I know how to like paint pictures. I know how to tell stories. Know how to make good music now. And when God put it together, bro, when God puts it together, it's like, yo, nothing is wasted. All my drunk nights, all my petty arguments, all my failed relationships, failed friendships, all of that stuff ultimately led me to where I'm at now. You know what I mean? And I appreciate my journey because of that.
You feel like you needed all that to get to
all
this
of
spot.
it, bro.
Yeah.
All of it.
All right. So if you could sum up this next chapter of your life like a battle rap round, how would you set it up?
Oh man, what's your life like, son? No, that's what it would be, bro. Like in this season of life, I would say I'm Loaded Lux 2nd round against Calico.
Okay.
That's perfect. That's where I'm at, bro. Like, yo, I just want to talk to y'all lost fellas, bro.
You trying to like steer some people in the right direction, trying to meet people where they at.
Like, yo, I want to be there. And honestly, too, like, God is helping me with this in this area, too. Just being more comfortable, being vulnerable, but being wise with who I'm being vulnerable with.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that's a balancing act. Like, I want my story to be on Front Street, but not all of it. So you know what I mean? Not all of it, so to speak, man. But if I invite you in that space, it's because I trust you, and this is where we at. And I think it can be helpful for you. But like in this season, I'm Loaded Lux round 2. I really just want to talk to your soul, man, and steer you off the path of the generation before us, bro.
Right. All right. So we're gonna jump into the book a little bit. There's a humor, a rawness, and vulnerability. Was that intentional to meet people where they are? Like, you felt like that built that comfort, that conviction, stuff like that? Or it wasn't even.
It wasn't even in a thought, bro.
It was just.
It wasn't even.
You were just being.
It was a conversation. I'm just being, bro. Like somebody else asked me that. Like, yo, did you mean to make it as conversational? Like, I don't know how you write a book telling your story, your testimony, and it not be conversational. Like, and if people think that you can tell your story without being conversational, chances are people not gonna connect with it. So like, it's an authenticity in it. Like, yeah, I mentioned Wu-Tang. Yeah, I mentioned the Drake and Kendrick beef. But at the same token, yeah, I mentioned T.D. Jakes, or I mentioned Philip Anthony Mitchell or whatever. Like, and not to the point where my Christian community would be like, yo, you lukewarm. Like, nah, bro, it's a purpose in all of it. It's a purpose in all of it.
All right, so
You about to go there?
I have to.
You gotta go there.
You can say how you feel, and there's going to be some kind of backlash from the I guess community that you
Christian community
are trying to steer people towards.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like you're as committed because of a topic you may speak on.
Yeah. I get you.
I mean, I guess in my head is somewhat confusing to me, but I don't know. I guess people want you to be as Christian as possible.
That's wild to me, yo, because the whole foundation of the Christian faith is believing in a Savior. And if you're believing in a Savior, that implies that you yourself need saving. And you need saving from the things that they try to act like they don't struggle with. That is the literal foundation. Like, yes, I'm a married man, and yes, I struggle with lust. Yes, I struggle with the P word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't sure we can say, but like, yes, I struggle with the P word. Yes, I struggle with drinking. Yes, I struggle with profanity. And being delivered from that stuff, fighting from that stuff, is why I love God even more. Because I remember me in them spaces. I remember being face down on my face in the bathroom because the floor was cold because I was hungover. You know what I'm saying? I remember those face in the toilet because you want to pop bottles the night before. Like, I remember those moments. Right. And because I've been delivered from those moments, I can now give somebody grace that's going through those moments. And I can speak to people that probably never, you know what I'm saying, been through them moments, man. Because to piggyback off it, I had a conversation with one of my guys at church last Sunday, and I was telling him kind of how I feel about you, for real. Like, I know you hate people compliment you, yo, but
I play. I guess it's not playing. Like, I've always been modest.
Yeah.
But the compliments kind of feed me.
All right, well, you about to get some more.
For real. So yeah. It's not that I dislike it. It's just a lot of times I don't believe in them.
Yeah.
And maybe me not believing them is what kind of helps me keep moving in that direction. But yeah, so I definitely appreciate and I expect compliments, actually.
All right, so about to get some more. So I'm talking with one of my buddies, man, at the church, and he has a beautiful family, bro. Beautiful family. Like I said, I just got back from doing a youth camp at my church. We was there for a week. I met his son. I met both his sons. I met his daughter. That Sunday, I'm watching his son worship, his oldest son, I think, worship, like, right behind me, because me and him was like cabin partners for our kids or whatever. I'm watching his other son play on the drums while he leads worship. So he gets off stage. I'm just like, bro, I love your family, dog. Like, yo, like, I wish I was the man I was now to my kids early on, because that's the fruit of that. Like, you're raising, not always the case, but more times than none, when you're laying that foundation early on, the kids tend to follow in an example or whatever. Like I said, I'm at a stage now where I'm pivoting. I didn't really get saved until like 4 years ago.
Okay.
I always knew God or liked God or liked Jesus, but I didn't start being like Jesus until like 4 years ago. But like I'm talking to him, and he like, bro, to be honest, I know this is probably a strong word, but I envy you. Like, yo, you have something, because he was there, he did the worship at the summer camp with the kids.
Okay.
So he was able to see the conversations I was having with these kids who are going through. Parents, talk to your kids, man. Please talk to your kids. They are dealing with stuff that we didn't really have to deal with until we was 18, 19. They dealing with it at 9 because it's a skin on Fortnite, or or something they can buy, or a game they can play on Roblox. Like, you will be surprised at what some of these backdoor servers can do in these games. So please talk to your kids. Talk to your kids, man. But like,
Hold on.
yeah,
Ask them about their group chats.
Discord.
Yeah.
All of that.
'Cause, I didn't realize my daughter, like, like my daughter's not that old.
Yeah.
And she's in a group chat. And I was like, there's like 36 people that can text you at any time.
Yep.
And y'all are sharing like links and videos
Yep.
like from inside your home.
Yep.
Yeah, like, and she ain't with, like, she don't do it. She got a bedtime, but she's like, oh yeah, like they were having a conversation at
Till
1 in the morning. Yeah. And so that was eye opening. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, like,
Bro.
if people don't talk to their kids, they don't know,
You don't know,
who
bro.
they're talking to or what
Information they're receiving, man. And like, so one, I'm complimenting him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm complimenting him on how beautiful his family is,
Right.
and the example that he set. Because he's a church kid.
Yeah.
He's a pastor's kid. He grew up in church. His wife, pastor's kid. She grew up in church. They got married. Now y'all got pastor's kids. Grew up in church. It's a different foundation. It's a healthier. It's a perceived healthier look.
Yeah.
So, but he was like, bro, I was there with you in camp. Yo, watching how you talk to these kids and the conversation you was able to have with these kids, like, I envy you because of that. Like, I don't have that. And that encouraged me so much, because it's just like the things that the enemy likes to play in your head to kind of make you feel shameful, like make you feel bad, or like you were saying, make you feel like a hypocrite at times if you slip.
Right.
Because we ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? There's only been one perfect human to walk this earth. And, you know what I'm saying? He ascended. You know what I'm saying?
The transformation process.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly, this conversation you having about this and connected to your book is probably one of the biggest things that we really, and I speak to the church community when I say this, we really got to get back to what the gospel really is.
Facts.
It's the good news. It wasn't about perfection. It was about transformation. That was a process. Jesus took 12 disciples who were not perfect, because you saw when it went down, they
Fled.
Peter cursed, like, I don't know him.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro.
I don't know
I ain't
him.
with it. I ain't with him.
I ain't with it. Outside of John and, the mother of Jesus and other Mary, they was at the cross, but everybody else, they did, right? And you have one of the disciples who betrayed him with a kiss, right? So that's why I think this generation is looking for the real good news, and maybe just don't know it.
Yeah.
And I encourage anybody from the church community that's listening to this and watching this, and please go get the book.
Thank you.
Like, go get the book, because it's a testimony of a journey, and the journey is not perfect. That's why Paul, who you referenced, was one of your favorite people in the Bible. He used to kill Christians for a living, and
Facts.
he was doing it in the name of God. He was blind from that, spiritually blind. And then Jesus had to meet him on the road to Damascus.
Facts.
And make him blind for real.
That's
blind.
one of my records too.
Yeah,
Yep.
and now it's like, hey, why are you persecuting me? Jesus is asking him, because he's persecuting the church. Church not meaning a building. We're talking about the body of Christ.
Body of Christ, bro.
It's always about the people. And I think about that and I say, wow, loves us so much, he don't treat us like the people do. I'd rather fall into the hands of God because that shepherd Jesus, he takes us step by step by step. You shared something that was very vulnerable about whether it's lust, whether it's, I'm going to say it, pornography, whether it's, because this is things that people are struggling with, bro, and they're having a conversation like, why am I this, I believe in God, but then I'm doing this activity, I'm this and that, and I love the way Jesus treats us because he meets us where we are.
Facts.
He meet in that dirt, the grind, at the woman at the well.
Yo, you all in chapter 3. He all in chapter 3 right now, bro. Yeah.
And he's not trying to make us something we aren't in that moment. And he's not picking apart all of our lives.
Facts.
Every aspect of our lives. He's just working on one thing. And then we get that one thing worked on as a shepherd. I'm going to teach you another. We're going to work on that other thing. And then we're going to get until it's a change is not an event. It's a process. And I think this is what we learned with Kev.
Yeah.
Kevin as a teacher, teaching us this camera situation we take a photo, but what's the exposure? It's a process. We have to put it under different light. We have to transform, you know? So I had nothing else, man. Just saying.
Nah, we appreciate it.
I'm trying.
We appreciate
when
it.
I say you hit all in chapter 3, because chapter 3 kind of talks about that, man. Because I highlight Rahab, the prostitute. I really highlight Rahab, the prostitute. This is why I be saying, man, pick your Bible up, yo. The Bible is like that, yo. Like they really, you got a whole bunch of spicy stuff in there, man. So Rahab, the prostitute, was that prostitute, innkeeper for like a Norma Jean. Like I'm saying, paint a picture like that. She was an innkeeper for like a house for prostitutes, but she made a decision, like you said. She made a choice. She made a choice, man, to hide the spies that came into the town. And because of that, her and her family was spared. She ended up going on to be mentioned in the lineage of Jesus Christ. She went from being that to being somebody mentioned in the lineage of Jesus Christ. And that's how it is for us. But what happens a lot of time, like you said, the people take that one mistake or that one flaw or that one struggle and they make that your identity. Like I will do it to ourselves. That way I ain't got to demonize nobody watching. You'll do it to yourself. I called myself and I felt like an alcoholic or I felt like a hypocrite or I felt like a phony. And it's just like, nah, bro, Friday just was your night, man. Like, yo, it got the better of you that night. Get back up and keep working towards it. And like I said, I look up now, November will be 4 years alcohol free. And it's just like, you don't get there overnight. You do not get there overnight, and you don't get there alone. You don't. Society likes to put this thing in there where, like, isolation may be good for a season. Isolation may be good for a season. That's not how we intended to be, bro. Like, and it's a difference between isolation and like solitude. I say solitude versus isolation.
Definitely, you talking.
It's a season, bro.
There is that 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, bro.
But then there's come out, we got to do life together.
Yeah, my point, bro. And thank you. Yeah, that's perfect analogy. Like most people, like, yo, you've been isolated for, and I'm talking to myself here because this is why I'm popping back out, I guess. I was afraid, from being fully transparent, afraid to come back out into the spaces where I used to be as the new me.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's a difference between being healed and avoiding. It's a difference. And for a while, I was like, yo, am I avoiding it? Or have I actually been healed from it? And it took me actually having to meet somebody at a bar and being like, yo, I don't feel nothing. Like, I can see it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Get my water and my lemon or coffee or whatever. Like, I'm good. Now I'm growing more comfortable with getting out into these spaces because, like, my daughter posted something the other day that made my heart, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody needs who you're becoming.
Yeah,
like,
that's fire.
They need that, bro. They need who you're becoming. And yeah, you're saved or you may have received salvation, but it's not supposed to stop there. The good news is to share the good news. It's to share the good news. So that's what I feel like I'm doing, man.
Do you feel like people been checking for you? Like, man, yo, where is this dude at? Like, I used to see him out. Why don't he pop up? Is he locked up? Is he is he like where is he? Is he alive? What like do you
Yeah, so
cause you saying
I had a moment. It's probably been about a year now. About a year ago. Be wise with how you move. Like I don't go nowhere by myself. So I went with my homeboy New Rev. That's an A3G. Shout out to A3G. So I went with Rev. My homie had a beat competition down at Soundstage. Mm-hmm. And bro, like, I never felt anxiety. I think I'm shaking right now. I never felt anxiety the way I felt anxiety to go to that club that night. Like, yo, to actually, like, yo, I'm going to be around all these other rappers. I'm going to be around all these other, you know what I'm saying, women that,
your distance took some kind of edge off?
Yeah,
or
bro. Like
you felt like you may fall back into a
combination of both, bro.
Okay.
Combination of both. Like, for transparency, like, we get married, we still got eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got eyes. So it's just like, I know how they're going to be dressing. I know it's going to be alcohol. And to your point, I've been gone for a minute. So I already know how, I already know how it's about to be. And that's not to make me seem like I'm like some celebrity. That's what it is.
That's the attention.
So we get there, bro. And three people came up to me. But the one person that came up to me, man, Ashley Sierra, dope hip hop artist. Fire. She came up to me, man. She was like, yo, you just look healthy, bro. Like, she said something like that. I don't want to paraphrase or get her wrong, but like, she said something like that. Like, yo, you healthy, bro. I love seeing where you at right now. Like, I love seeing where you at. Chase Archer, who's like the dopest performer in the city, man, came up to me, said the same thing. That was like my brother before I kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, I was moving heavy with them. Chase came up to me, was like, yo, I love that. But the one that hit me the hardest, man, shout out to my brother J. Royale. Hope he don't mind me saying it, but like J. Royale saw me, bro. Ain't even say nothing to me. He saw me and just like dapped me up, gave me like the biggest. I love that, yo. I love how you stepped away, yo. Taking care of the family, bro. Taking care of the family. I love that, yo. Put the family first. And like, dang, bro. J. Royale is like that's like bottom to me, like. Yeah, man, him, and he's him. For him to say that and actually see that meant so much to me, yo. And then a moment happened where me and Rev was like, yeah, yo, mission accomplished. We can leave. Got about there, man. But like, just those moments, I do feel like it was. I was hesitant until I shown myself and showed to myself that I can handle being in them spaces without compromising. Okay. I'm gonna pop back out, yo.
Fire. All right, so I'm gonna start skipping around a little bit. So, the book feels like it belongs in schools, churches, youth programs, all that. Like, is there anybody specific you're trying to reach first? Like, is there any like age group, demographic, city,
age group? Absolutely, it would be that 13-year-old to about like 19-year-old age group.
Okay.
That age group. But like I said, this can be for parents too, because I do feel like it's a guide. But that age group specifically, I'm trying to figure out how to word this the right way, because you said demographic. Not that is not for like my Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, my Caucasian brothers and sisters. It's for them too. And to be honest, it's reaching them more now anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So
you about oh yo, I felt so tight to even say that out loud. But like I really
they
want
need to know the experience just as much as our people do too.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just jump in and cut you off, but I kind of felt like where you was going, where it's like, I see my people struggling. Yeah. And I'm not speaking for him, but a lot of the endeavors and initiatives that I take part in, there's a specific person in mind. Like, the people that my kids grow up around are the people that we're writing and doing interviews and like trying to travel and speak to.
Yeah.
Now, people of different nationalities and races
Connect.
I would hope that you grab the book too and take something away from it and see like you can overcome something too. Like it's not just, oh, this is the black struggle. This is the human
it's the human
transformation, like transition. Like we're all, growing and we're all trying to be something. So yeah, like you were saying it and I'm like,
it's hard because to be honest, in the rooms that I've been in so far that have received it very well, they don't look like me. Thank you, Lord. This is a better way to say it. So I wrote this book. The catchphrase underneath for the title is hindsight is 2020 and 2020 is clear vision. Like that, the catchphrase for me is like, yo, now again, if I knew then what I know now. So this book was really wrote to me. You know what I'm saying? So this is no offense to no other nationality. Yeah. I wrote this book to 13-year-old Jermaine.
And you were a young black man.
Yes, I wrote this to me. But like I said, in ironically, the rooms that I've been in where my message has been received, I don't see a lot of me.
Yeah.
I don't. And to be honest, I value all of. It's funny because I have 4 children. But I got a lot of kids. Yeah. Like I work in youth ministry. They my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you that. The
energy.
Yeah, I was telling you that earlier, man. Like, hey, can you talk to my son? Can you talk to my daughter? No. I love how you just been encouraging my daughter, encouraging my son. So I got 4 children, but I got a lot of kids. The kids that I've been connecting with so far, the majority don't look like me, which I don't have a problem with. Right. I don't have a problem with, but I guess that's more of like a call to action to the parents that do look like me. Like, your kids need you, bro. Like, y'all may think, dang, y'all might sound like my parents, bro. But like, you may think music is just music, or movies are just movies, or video games are just video games. But it's not though, yo. Like, we was talking about that earlier too. Like, I am a combination of Will, Martin Payne, Michael Kyle, Theo, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Theo. I'm a combination of that because that's what I was receiving.
Right, yeah.
Your children are going to more than likely grow up to be
those people that
Grand Theft Auto character. You know what I'm saying? What's something they watching right? I can't think. Henry Danger. They're gonna be something.
You brought up TVs, movies, music. Kids don't really listen to full albums anymore.
Nope.
My kids don't have a favorite movie. It's social media. It's TikTok. It's IG. It is Roblox. Yeah. Like, they are playing video games. Yeah. It is Fortnite. It is GTA. But no, that's I don't want to say that it's scary, because it's not scary if you prepare, if you get in front of it, if you're aware. But like, man, it is scary from the standpoint that there's so many people that don't realize it.
So many parents, and this is like I guess a grace moment to any of the parents that are watching. Like I said, again, I will take it fully on me. I just got to a point where I recognized how much the outside world had a toxic influence on me at 32. The growth I feel like I made since I took my hiatus or whatever, since I disappeared and kind of got myself together, the growth I made between 32 and 36, about to be 37 this year, like, I can't even really put it into words.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even feel like, I'm probably gonna go back and watch this and be like, yo, who is this? Like, and I still have moments like that. Like, I don't even recognize myself sometimes. But like, that's what growth does when you're being intentional about the circle I hang around, what I take into my body, what advice or ears I'm listening to. Mm-hmm. Like you said, like, the conversation me and you having about our wives, I probably couldn't have with. You ever been around that one person that is just like, yo, you sit around them long enough, and before you know it, you complaining, and it's just like, yo, I was in a good mood. Like, yo, work was terrible. Yeah, man, my house is there. And before you know it, their conversation done kind of filtered into you. So I'm even intentional now with like, hey man, we text message homies now, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing meetups, not doing a whole bunch of phone calls.
That is funny. Like, yo, my cup is full with everything that you pouring in there.
Yep.
Like, I can't.
Like, my bad, bro. I want to go home and still be best friends with my wife. Like, I'm here to be and that's not to say like, yo, dang, you don't want to help nobody. Like, nah. It's a difference between like a moment and a habit. It's a difference. And I filter my life, man. I filter my life that way. Like, yo, this is your lifestyle.
Right.
This is not a life choice or a decision or a moment or season. This is what you do. I don't want to be a part of that.
Okay.
And I don't want that seeping into me. You know what I mean? Because my fear, one of my fears, which like we said too, fear is a good thing because it's a motivator. One of my fears and my motivators is letting, like I had a moment at camp, like day 3. We spent like a week with these kids. Day 3 at the camp, we had like an amazing, one of the kids came up to me the night before, gave me a big hug, just cried out to me, man. We prayed, had a good time, we worshiped. That next day, it kind of happened again, but like something hit me, like, yo, they coming to you, bro. Like, and like, it scared me, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna front. Like, it felt, like I said, it felt heavy. And it's just like, yo, I broke down. Like, yo, I don't want to let these kids down, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, pastor purpose or motivational speaker purpose. Oh, he got caught cheating on his wife, or he got caught stealing the church's money, or I don't want to be that, bro. Like, I really am intentional. Like, yo, I keep people around me that hold me accountable, call me out on my stuff, call me higher, motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Uplift me, encourage me, but also keep me on point, yo. And if you ain't kind of with that,
nah, that's. I mean, you need that kind of energy. All right, so we got 2 minutes left.
What do you think?
So, give me the ultimate vision for your book, real quick. Is it speaking? Is it workshops? Is it just appearances, signings? Is it?
I would look. My ultimate dream is stadium status. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Stadium status.
Dope. Okay.
But I really want my call to kind of start here, man. Like, I want to be in
ground
schools.
level.
I want to be in these schools, man.
Okay.
I would love to be in these schools. Would love to be at these youth events. Would love to be at these mental health events. Like, we just had Mental Health Month for men's mental health, and nothing, because something else to celebrate. Like, I want to be a space. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I wanna create a space for that, bro. Like, we need it. We are dying from stress, which is crazy.
Right.
Where a simple conversation could save somebody's life.
All right. So where can we pick the book up, man?
So Amazon, man. Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Letters to my younger self, Jermaine Williams. It should pop right up. Seemed like God moved on a whole bunch of people's hearts because this title is
that's
pretty
dope,
whatever.
man.
But
this is the longest I've recorded.
Thank you, bro.
This is the longest I recorded. This is fire. We ran out of tape. Real talk, like it's about to go black, and it's literally about to cut off.
We got 1 minute. Yo.
Yeah, man. We was live from the world famous Harper Haven studio, man. Homie with the Sony.
Yeah,
we
man.
got Purpose here. He dropped some bars, man.
We in here.
So thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
And we out.
Yo, 1 hour and 48 minutes, dog. 1 hour and 48 minutes.